Hey everybody, this is D Hunter bringing another action figure review. Today we're going to be looking at the Jazwares Legendary Series Fortnite Beef Boss action figure. I got this figure from Amazon.com, prime shipping, got him 2 days later. Pretty cool, I had no idea this guy was even out yet. I've always been a pretty big fan of the Beef Boss skin, even though I've never got him. I've had a couple of opportunities to get him, but never had the extra V-Bucks. This guy's one of those unique, crazy skins that Fortnite is now known for. I mean, he's a hamburger with a big old tongue sticking out. What more can you ask for than that? He's pretty cool, pretty wild. This guy comes loaded to the gills with accessories. Let's go ahead and check out the packaging here. As you can see at the top, Epic Games, Fortnite, ages 8+, Legendary Series. Here he is inside. He's got dynamite, we've got the actual figure, he's got a slice of cake, which will give you a little bit of shields in the game. He's got his back bling here, this is called Deep Fried. He's got dual pistols, a tactical shotgun, and then he's got his harvesting tool in the middle, called the Patty Whacker. This guy is just something else. I mean, look at him. He is crazy. His suit is crazy, his head is crazy, his accessories are crazy. I am loving it. 40 points of articulation. Beef Boss, 8 pieces. There he is. One side here, somebody got the guy kind of posed up. Other side here, pretty similar, giving you a thumbs up. The bottom here, we've got a barcode in case anyone needs it, as well as a bunch of credits. And then the back side here, you got the figure here. We've got a bunch of other figures, some from the previous assortment. Raven, Sentinel, Peely, Ruin, and Galaxy. Some new figures coming out. I'm going to have to be checking out, trying to see if I can find those. So with no further ado, let's open him up. Alright, now that we got this figure out of the package, here he is with all of his accessories laid out. He comes with a back bling called Deep Fried, a tactical shotgun, a few sticks of dynamite, a pickaxe called Patty Whacker, a slice of cake, and dual pistols. But before we take a look at the accessories, let's take a look at the actual figure. Here we go, Beef Boss, this crazy looking hamburger man from Fortnite. So you can see he's got a big old shiny tongue sticking out. You see cheese, tomato, patty, bun with some seeds up top. Looks like we got an olive with a toothpick through his head. He's got bug-eyed, googly eyes sticking out on top. This guy is ridiculous. He's always been a skin that appealed to me just because of how crazy he looks. He's got purple and orange outfit split half and half. Little bow tie in the front there. He's got his condiments in his holster here. Perfect for this guy. Boots. Absolute pleasure to have this guy. This guy is insane. Now let's check out his accessories. Starting off with this back bling. This thing is called Deep Fried. It's a fast food container full of French fries. You can see Beef Boss logo on the front there. This has a peg on the back that'll connect via a peg hole on the figure. Here he is wearing his back bling. Can't really tell from the front, but flip this guy around. This back bling is completely appropriate for a giant hamburger man. And here's his back bling next to all the other Jazwares back blings they've made so far for their Legendary collection. And each one is interchangeable with each Jazwares figure. And here are all the different back blings released by both Jazwares and McFarlane Toys. Even though they do connect to the figure the same way with a peg, unfortunately they are not interchangeable between the two lines as the thickness of the peg is quite different. Here are several different Jazwares figures wearing each other's back blings, showing they are interchangeable between each Jazwares figure. And like I said before, unfortunately the back blings are not interchangeable between the two brands. If you were to take a McFarlane figure here and a Jazwares back bling, they connect the same way, but the peg is just too thick. You can't push it in no matter how hard you try. And in turn, if you were to take a Jazwares figure and a McFarlane back bling, yes, it would fit, but it's so thin that it would fall right out. Next, let's check out his harvesting tool, or more commonly referred to as a pickaxe. This is called the Paddywhacker. It's basically a giant spatula. Here he is holding his pickaxe. Once again, just like his back bling, a giant spatula is perfect for a hamburger man. Say here's a chest behind this wall, decided to axe his way through. So not only did he chop his way to the other side and expose the chest, he also gained some brick along the way. And as he opened the chest, it looks like he's got a tactical shotgun, a big shield potion, and some dynamite. And then here are all the pickaxes Jazwares has made for their Legendary Series. And here are all the different pickaxes released by both Jazwares and McFarlane. And I'm happy to say they are interchangeable between both lines. And here are several different Jazwares figures holding each other's pickaxes, showing you that they are interchangeable between each of the Jazwares figures. And then here are a couple of Jazwares figures holding McFarlane pickaxes, and a couple of McFarlane figures holding Jazwares pickaxes, showing you they are interchangeable between both lines. Next, let's look at his guns. He comes with both a tactical shotgun and some dual pistols, neither of which are brand new to the Jazwares line. Both these have already been released with previous figures. Here's the Jazwares shotgun on the top, next to a McFarlane tactical shotgun. Pretty much the same. The McFarlane one is just a hair bigger. Here are all the different shotguns they've made so far. The ones on the left are from McFarlane, the ones on the right from Jazwares. And here would be all the different pistols they've made so far. The three on the left are from McFarlane. We've got a hand cannon, flintlock, and a 6-shooter. And then the next couple rows are from Jazwares. We've got a suppressed pistol, a common pistol, hand cannon, scoped magnum. We've got a revolver and dual pistols. Here he is holding the tactical shotgun. And here he is holding his dual pistols. And here are all the different guns Jazwares has made so far in their Legendary collection. And here are all the different guns made from both companies, not including the doubles that both companies have made. And here are several Jazwares figures holding each other's weapons, showing you they are interchangeable between the Jazwares line. And here are a couple of McFarlane figures holding Jazwares weapons, and a couple Jazwares figures holding McFarlane weapons, showing you they are interchangeable between both lines. Next, let's check out his dynamite. 3 sticks bundled together. This is not the first time Jazwares has released dynamite with one of their figures. This is an item in the game. Light it, throw it. You can pick it up and throw it back at somebody if it hasn't detonated yet. Item is currently vaulted in the game. Here he is, getting ready to toss the dynamite at some unsuspecting player. As far as explosive type weapons go, they have released boogie bombs, clingers, dynamite, and grenades. Next, let's check out his slice of cake. This is also not the first time they've released a slice of cake with one of their figures. Slice of cake was available in the game. It would give you 5 shield points. It was available around the time of Fortnite's 1-year and 2-year anniversaries. Here he is, holding said cake. And as far as healing and shield items go, so far they've made a med kit, bandages, some minis or a small potion, big potion or 50 shield, a chug jug, a slice of cake, and a mushroom. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at his accessories, next let's check out some other accessories and vehicles you can use to enhance your Jazwares Fortnite collection. Here he is driving a McFarlane Quad Crasher. And here he is being driven around as a passenger. And the same thing with the McFarlane shopping cart. Now, let's check him out with the McFarlane Glider and Launchpad combo set. Here he is with it fully assembled. Here he is, getting ready to jump off the launch pad and glide away. And yes, he does scale up pretty nicely with the McFarlane glider. He's able to hold on to it and utilize it properly. And in case you're wondering, he does work with the Dragon glider Frostwing as well. Here he is next to a treasure chest. This treasure chest is a little bit too large next to him. This treasure chest came with the Jazwares line, but it was intended for the smaller 4-inch figures. You might think to yourself, how could it possibly be intended for the 4-inch figures if it's too large for the 6-inch figures? It wasn't really made to scale up with the figures. It was sort of an accessory pack. This thing came with some building material and several weapons. Being that chests are such a big part of the game, I'm happy I have a chest for my figures, even if it is a little bit too large. Here he is with a llama. This llama is obviously not from Jazwares or McFarlane, as it's simply a stuffed animal I found at Walmart. But llamas have become a staple of the game. If you see a pink, crazy looking llama like this, you immediately think Fortnite. So I'm happy I have one that's at least remotely in scale with the figures. Here he is with a campfire. This campfire came with a NECA Friday the 13th Jason figure, and I found it works great for your Fortnite figures as well. And here he is holding a can of spray paint, getting ready to tag the wall behind him. Alright, now that we've taken a very in-depth look at both his accessories, as well as some other accessories you can use to enhance this figure, next let's check out the height of this figure. So, from the bottom to the top of his bun, this guy's sitting at about 6.25 inches, which translates to about 16 centimeters. Next, let's check out this guy's articulation. So starting with his head here, of course it can rotate from side to side. Can look down that far, up that far, which is pretty nice. Shoulders on a ball joint, they go out quite a bit more, 90 degrees, up, down, around, all that good stuff. And you see this bit of material between his shoulder and chest area. It's going to give you forward and back motion. It's called a butterfly joint. He's got a bicep cut below that. Double jointed elbows, they go in pretty far. His wrist here can rotate around, and it is hinged as well. He has finger articulation. He's got a ball joint in his chest here, can rotate around, can also go in and out. He's got traditional waist swivel below that. His legs go out full splits, no problem. Ball joint inside of here. Then go forward about that far and back, really not too much. Double joint knees below that. He's got a boot cut. His feet can go up and down a little bit. They can rock from side to side. They can't really rotate. And he has toe articulation. And here's Beef Boss having lunch with his friend Tomato Head at Dairy Queen, eating a big old juicy hamburger. The fight against cannibalism is real. Next, let's check this guy out compared with some other action figures, starting off with some other Fortnite figures. Here are the 4 most recent figures Jazwares has released. From this assortment, we've got Galaxy, Ruin, Beef Boss, and Sentinel. The next assortment of figures is going to be P1000, I believe that to be the Armored Peely, Fish Stick, Doggo, Ghoul Trooper, and regular Battlehound. Here he is with the entire Jazwares Fortnite Legendary Collection, getting to be quite large at this point. Here he is with the entire McFarlane Fortnite Collection. And here are all the different Fortnite figures that I bought multiples of. You may ask yourself, why so many? I got all 4 different faces for the wildcard figures to use as my Royal Flush Gang in my DC action figure world. I got 4 of each of the Skull Troopers to use as Scarecrow Henchmen in my Batman action figure world. I got 2 Crack Shots to use as Toyman Henchmen in my DC action figure world. And I got 4 Rabbit Raiders and 4 Night Hares to use as Mad Hatter henchmen in my Batman action figure world. And here he is in a huge battle royale with all my different Fortnite figures. As you can see, here they are, shooting each other, driving, sniping, healing, gliding, shooting each other, getting loot. Every one of them trying to get as many kills as they can, and more importantly, trying to see who can get the win. And I thought to myself, this Beef Boss and his friend Tomato Head here might make some great themed villains to fight the 1966 Adam West Batman. Just a thought there. Next, let's check this guy out compared with some other action figure lines from different various companies to see how he fits in both scale and style-wise, in case you want to know which lines you can mix him with. Here he is with some DST or Diamond Select toys. Here he is next to some McFarlane Toys action figures. Here he is next to some NECA figures. Here he is next to some DC Direct and DC Collectibles figures. And here next to some Mattel wrestling figures. And here he is next to some Mezco 1/12 cloth soft goods action figures. And here next to some Mattel DC Universe Classics and Multiverse figures. And here he is next to some Mafex figures. And here next to some Hasbro Marvel Legends. And here he is next to some SH Figure Arts action figures. So overall, I think this figure is great. He's got the standard Jazwares articulation. His paint job, his sculpt are great. I mean, this is a hamburger man. I'm not even going to call him Hamburglar or anything like that. This guy is just cool for so many different reasons. He's also a little bit taller than your standard Jazwares figure because of his large bun on his head, which allows him to fit in with some other action figure lines better than I expected. If I were to rate this figure, I'd give him a good 8.5 out of 10. Pretty high rating in my book, but this guy is just plain old cool. A lot of reasons I like him, mostly because he's so bizarre. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you like the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, post in the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.